For Investors by Investors was actually put together by a couple of actual investors by the name of Ellis San Jose and Jeremy Roll, and they put it together because they were tired of going to real estate investment clubs and things like that and getting a sales pitch every time and getting, you know, boot camps and books and tapes sold to them and spending $20,000 on different stuff. And so For Investors by Investors was born because they were tired of going to those things and seeing that happen, and they wanted a place where people can get together and network and really get educated on different aspects of real estate so that they can, without the sales pitch involved, and so that you can actually network and develop the resources you need in order to be a full-time investor and actually do this consistently and find ways of making money in real estate. And really, education is the key. Nobody here should be investing without getting educated. So here at For Investors by Investors, you will not have a sales pitch, ever.
Once again, thank you very much for coming tonight. My name is Scot Hunter, and the name of our company is the Benton Group. We basically specialize in rehabbing properties in the Southern California area. I have done one property out of state in Arizona. That's the only thing I've ever done out of state. Give you a little bit of background of who I am and why I'm standing up here. Basically, in 2007, I was a general contractor for about 15 years at that point. Been in construction since I was 6 years old. Was actually a journeyman carpenter by the time I was 18, things like that. So I've been in construction for a long time. In 2007, I told my wife, I said, you know what, I got to get out of construction because I can't continue to see my customers using their houses like ATMs. They said, I got to get out of this business, I'm gone. I shut my construction company down by June of that year and got into real estate investing. So that was 2007. Fast forward to 2012, we own 5 rental properties now. We just acquired a house in Hawaii. We're going to turn that into like an executive vacation rental. I happen to be from Hawaii, so hey, you know, it kind of worked out. But other than that, what we did is in 2007, we shut the company down. I sold all my tools, and I said, I get to be called an ex-contractor now. Not like the gentleman here, where is he? Oh, here that says I'm a contractor now. Well, fast forward to basically 2010, we started to get back into construction. I did it remotely. I was basically the guy project managing everything. I just hired everybody else out and said, okay, I'm still an ex-contractor, but we're doing rehab. But now all of a sudden, now I'm right back into it. I physically do some of the work. Demolition, that's the thing. I'm going to have a treat for you guys at the end of the night. It'll be interesting. But
you're all giving us hammers?
No, I give you a tape measure if you answer. But the interesting thing is, like I said, I came here tonight because I wanted to show you, when I go to a property, this is what I look like. Tape measure, I got a flashlight just in case I got to knock somebody in the head that comes running out of a bathroom, and it has happened. The other thing is you know, note tablet. The other thing that's my best friend, the digital camera. This will save you so much time by doing that. And no, I'm not going to do a magic trick, but go to every property you see with a golf ball. And I'm going to show you why in the presentation, why you should go to a property with a golf ball. Hear that? And you'll find out why you should go to a property. Every time you look at something, go with a golf ball. It'll save you thousands of dollars. So the presentation tonight is basically how we're going to do proper renovations. It's actually rehabs. First of all, what I wanted to do is get the clicker in my hand, and I wanted to kind of clear up some. There's a I don't want to block anybody's view here. I'll kind of walk around. There's a difference between rehabbing and flipping. I hear the term kind of thrown around between different people at different times. Well, there is a difference between the two. Most of it has to do with time and money. So rehabbing is the picture on the left there. You see the 40 cube dumpster, you see the roof tore off, you see all the outside of the house tore off. Flipping is you buy this and you don't do too much to it. So let's get into it real quick. So rehabbing, I just want to get a clear distinction of the two. Rehabbing usually is something where it takes 21 more days to finish the job. It could take 22 days, it could take 180 days, it could take 365 days. It could take you 2 years. Depends if you're building a Hearst castle or something, I don't know. The other thing is that it does is also it's a cost issue. Usually you're spending 20, 30, 40, 50 On the panel that we had in Manhattan Beach, Will was talking about, he's gonna start a rehab, it's gonna cost him $400,000. Of course, it's a $2.2 million property. So it really depends on what you're spending, but that's really considered a rehab. You're pulling permits, okay? Now, I will stand up here and be a disclaimer. Do you have to everything? Depends on what you're doing. It also depends on the city. Gentleman here tonight told me a story, didn't pull permits, guess what? Next door neighbor had an issue. Guess who showed up next door? Building department. Okay, so it happens. Sometimes you don't have to pull a permit. Flipping things, sometimes you don't have to pull a permit. You know, it just depends. The other thing is, because you pulled a permit, what it's gonna happen almost all the time is that it's gonna get reassessed from taxes. As soon as that permit is closed out, it automatically initiates the property tax assessor to reevaluate the property. I don't know if that means that they're gonna come out and they're gonna do a drive-by, they're gonna knock on your door and come walking in. But what it means is that whatever it says on the building permit, if you've added square footage and now all of a sudden it's a 12 or 1500 square foot house and it used to be 900, guess what? It's gonna get reassessed based on that square footage. So if you went from 2 bedrooms to a 3 bedroom, it's now gonna say on a tax assessor that it's a 3 bedroom, 1 bath. It's a 2 bath, whatever it is. So just be prepared for that. So it's a good thing, especially if you're trying to sell the thing. Now all of a sudden everything's done the right way. Now flipping a property doesn't mean that, okay? I'd really like to have been able to build that thing, that was kind of cool, but that's not what flipping a property. What flipping really means is, like I said, it's time and money. Time means that you're in and out of it in like 10 days. You're just quick. You want to get in there, you don't want to spend hardly any. I've heard people flipping things, putting $3,000 into it. I don't even know what you can spend. I mean, $3,000 doesn't even get me in the door half the time in what we do. But, so flipping, you want to get in and out. And I'm talking, you bought it, you flipped it, you did whatever you had to do to it, and it's on the market already. Very fast. Most of the time, you're spending less than $10,000. You can, I mean, if you just, we'll run through some of the numbers later on. One of the terms that you hear in the industry is lipstick on a pig. That's literally what you're doing on a flip. Is you're not getting into, you're not trying to fix things, you're just basically trying to repair it. It's like you're going in, you're doing paint, you're maybe doing some carpet in some rooms, maybe most of the time you're cleaning it. That's what really gets you when you're flipping something. You just clean it and wow, you know, here we go, we got that polished diamond all of a sudden. So that's really what flipping is. Are there any questions between the two? No?
Who here has flipped property before?
Exactly. A traditional flip has been in and out of it really quick. How many people have rehabbed here? I heard a bunch of people here. Awesome. So there's not only my experience here, which I learned every single day. I learned. Boy, do I ever. Man. So there's a lot of experience just right here in the room. So what we wanted to talk about is when you're walking into a property, you first got to assess it. You got to analyze it. Are you going to rehab it? Or are you going to flip it? That's kind of where you want to go. What are your intentions? This is in the infancy stage. This is when you're still possibly putting your offer out. You don't have another contract yet, and you basically want to kind of go in there and you go, okay, what does it do? Oh, look at this. I walk around and oh wow, look at that, and this is that kind of stuff. So what I say is, what do your eyes, ears, nose, feet tell you when you walk around? So